Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the Wargaming Guy, Louie, and I've got a little special treat for you. This is not a playthrough of a game, but it's just a little information about a brand new game that I'm happy I'm going to be able to share with you. And I'd like to start off by thanking Matrix Games and also one of my fellow YouTubers that does Wargaming's ID Jester. I actually got into this game. I'm a Matrix Games guy. I love their games, and I watch their stuff, on their page and watch their upcoming games all the time, but I wasn't really sure about it, and I watched some of his videos on it and kind of sold me on it. Of course, I heard about this upcoming, and I was really excited about it, and he has a video out, and I'll try to get the address, the URL for that video for you in the show notes right below the video here. But because Tigers on the Hunt is releasing their first DLC, their first campaign, and it is called Tigers on the Hunt Kursk, and of course it is about, or takes place in, recreates parts of the massive Citadel campaign, which was, 1943 huge. It was really the battle that guaranteed that the Germans, it was pretty sure that at that point the Germans weren't going to win. After Citadel, it was pretty clear they were going to lose because of what they did to themselves. And there are three campaigns that you get with this. You get the Picel Bridgehead, you get the Slaughter of, and I should be able to pronounce this, this is the largest tank battle in the world, and naturally it's Russian, I can't say it, but it's something like Slaughter of Prokhorovka. My apologies to everyone out there. I was going to look up how to pronounce this, but I didn't. And then the third one is Bled White. Now, one of the big things about this that strikes me is they've changed the scale of the units here, or the scale. I'm sorry, not scale of the units, the scale of the game, and so that's going to make it really interesting to see how this system handles this. For these scenarios in this linked campaign, you're going to have 8 turns that are daytime. You're going to have, you start the scenario, turns 1 through 8 are day, turns 9 through 12 are night. Then there's a special segment at the end of turn 12 where you're going to have a kind of a refit phase. All your broken units will be rallied to good order. All damaged support weapons will be repaired. All ordnance will be refilled and special ammo reset. If you have any damaged AFVs, armament, the machine guns, and the main armament, that will be repaired, which, if that's actually true for all of them, I think, I know you can do a lot of work overnight, but not every single one should come out that way, right? Sorry, folks, I received a call, and it was a sales call on my cell phone, and I hate those calls, especially this one where it has the recorded voice saying, hello, hello, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yeah. Anyway, so instead of 2 minutes per turn, this is going to be 2 hours per turn, and I'm really interested in seeing how the system deals with that. Is it going to affect the way the system handles things? Is it going to allow you to do what you need to do historically? Who knows? Now, the big thing about these scenarios are they're huge. These maps are gigantic. Here's this first one. This is where the Germans are coming in, and then you can just come all the way over here, and then you go. Well, you should go up. If I could I still have this problem with this game. I don't know why it doesn't scroll for me like it should. Here we go. There we go. You can scroll down, but look at all these units. I mean, this is huge. This is what you start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squads. 1, 2, 3 half squads, a couple of crews, a bunch of units. And that's just on turn 1. On turn 6, you get 2 SPWs and 3 Panzer IIIs. On turn 9, the beginning of night, you get you get 3 Tiger tanks that roll in. Get ready for the next day. Turn 13, start of the second day, you get some Waffen SS and leaders. Turn 21, you get 3 Panzer IVs. Look at this. It just goes on. Turn 25, you get more. Turn 33. This is huge. This is a gigantic amount of units. Now, you remember, if you've been watching my channel, you know that we just finished doing the 10-turn Hill 621. And that took quite a while to get through, And that was with much smaller number of units on a much smaller map than this is going to be. So besides wondering how the system's going to handle this, I'm wondering how I'm going to handle not dealing with this in terms of videos. I like to keep my games videos about 30 minutes long, but I don't even know if you can get through one side's turn in 30 minutes, quite honestly. And the way that Tigers on the Hunt's turns are structured, of course, with all this back and forth. You move, you can get shot at. There's all these segments that go back and forth. It's not like you can with some games. You can just sort of edit most of the AI turn out except for the part where they're moving. So I'm really not sure how I'm going to handle it, but I can tell you this. We're going to do it. So you will be seeing this game on my channel. I'm also going to write a review of this on my blog, and I'll link to that too, probably, just in case you want to read my initial impressions on that and see what you think about all that. So this is going to be a big challenge. This takes Tigers to the Hunt to a whole new level. I mean, this is way beyond anything that they've ever done to this point. I mean, it's huge. If you think it sounds a little scary, I totally agree with you. It does. So, all right, that was the first one. Here's Slaughter at again, let's go ahead and set that. Not that we're going to play, but no. Hello. There we go. And they always want you to take this radius AFV rule out. That means the Russian tanks, when they're AI, will have more coordination than they might normally have. It means they're going to be a little bit of a tougher opponent for the German, which they should in this game. And here again, we have this huge map that's got all kinds of terrain on it. And come on. Why does this do this? This is the only full map game I play that does this to me. I don't understand why. There. So, and we're still not down at the bottom. Look at this. Look how long this is. So this is where if you're playing the Germans, this is where you set up. And then from there, you've got to come up. You got to capture that hill there. You got to drive up here. There's more Russian units there. It's buildings on the right. You got the crossroads there. Another hill, and then you got this big town. And then, or no, I'm sorry, not a big town. It's just a small little, I don't know what that is. Maybe a train station, because I think this is supposed to be a train track from what I read. There we go. And then all the way up here, of course, at the end, you fight your way through all this. Then you hit this small town that's sort of the goal of the German drive for the few days that they're trying to get here. So you got to come up the hill here and attack this built-in position. And you notice they've got some pretty strong buildings here, plus the wooden ones. So it's not going to be easy. And it's going to be very difficult, and these games are going to be long. Notice this is a 36-turn scenario with all of these units. It's going to be massive. It's going to be unbelievable. And finally, yes, I'm sure, because I want to show everybody the last one. Blood White. Oops, there we go. And we'll do the same thing here, even though I'm not playing, so I don't even know why I'm doing it. In fact, why bother? Let's make them both human. Turn 1. There we go. Now you get to see some things you might not have seen otherwise. Oops. I can get through all this. Wow. Let's look at all these places where the Russians are going to be setting up and coming in. And then as the Germans, you're coming in over here. So it's going to be really, really something. It's going to just be gigantic. So I wanted to let you know about that. Wanted to thank Matrix very much for letting me get access to this. Like I said, we're going to start as soon as I can, and that will be because I'm going out of town. I'm actually flying from Arizona to Virginia on Friday and back to Arizona on Saturday, and then up early because I've got to do like my usual stuff on Sunday morning. So it's going to be a long weekend for me. But as quickly as we can next week, maybe Monday, depends on what my Sunday looks like. I'll get the first video up here of Tigers on the Hunt Kursk, and we will go from there because this is going to be awesome. I mean, this is going to be, I think, very intense with all these units and all these phases and all this stuff. I mean, this is not for the faint of heart. And actually, to tell you the truth, it's not the kind of game I usually go for, in the sense of I don't like really complex games with a lot of density. I don't think Tigers on the Hunt is complex in the sense of there's all these different rules you got to remember. It's not that bad once you get the kind of the rhythm of the way the turns work. But, for example, if you've got all those units and you get a bunch of them that route, to go through that route phase where you have to move them one at a time or one stack at a time, I mean, that could take a long time right there. And then you've got the way the vehicles move. You got to start it, move it, stop it. And every time you move a hex, you can get shot at. And all your infantry and your leaders. And, I mean, man, these turns are going to be really intense, to say the least. So I'm thinking I might have to make my videos longer just to get a whole turn, one side's turn in. I don't know. That's possible. My little laptop doesn't do too well past 40, 45 minutes of recording. It needs a little break. So I'm not sure how that's going to work either. I try some editing. I'm not sure. We're just going to have to play it by ear. So I can't really promise you exactly what this is going to look like, but I can say that we're going to jump in and we are going to do it. So I hope that you're excited about this. I hope that you'll come along for the ride, let other people know about it, and check it out with us so that we can, jump in and have some fun together. Because I think it's going to be cool. And I'm sure it's going to really be something. And, of course, we definitely want to support this because hopefully they'll make more. And who knows what will come next. Who knows what they'll decide they want to do next as a game. Who knows? Just these maps are just so big. All the way over to here. Look at that. Oh, yeah, the Germans coming up here. They can also, it looks like, yeah, we got a little bit coming in down here. But these guys are going to step right off into this. Hold on. I got to take that off because I don't want to set a unit with it. Right off into this Russian-held town. And these guys up here, of course, are going to hit the end of that town. And here's a nice hill with some entrenchments, building. So right from the get-go, I don't think you're going to kind of ease into this. I think it's going to be bam. There's going to be lead flying, people dying, things blowing up. It's going to be really intense. So we will find that out starting, hopefully, next week, Lord willing. So this is the Wargaming Guy. Thanks for watching. I just want to do this quick introduction to what's coming up. I'm excited about it. Hope you are too. And I appreciate you watching and hope that you'll be back with us for the next video, which will come today. We're going to have videos this week all the way through Saturday. I'm taking Sundays off from posting videos just because I'm kind of busy. And then hopefully next Monday or maybe Tuesday, you'll get your first Tigers on the Hunt Kursk video. So till then, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.